Tonight, the lights inside the Grammy Awards arena dimmed. The cameras zoomed in, and somewhere in the crowd, sitting calm, composed, almost unreadable, was Kendrick Lamar. But what nobody knew in that exact moment was that history was about to change. The 68th Annual Grammy Awards had already been full of surprises, major upsets, emotional speeches, shocked faces. The industry's biggest names holding their breath as envelope after envelope was opened. And then it happened. Record of the year. The presenter paused. The crowd leaned forward. Nominees flashed across the screen. Massive hits, global anthems, songs that dominated 2025. But one stood out. Luther, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA. The camera cut to Kendrick. No smile, no nerves, just stillness. Then the envelope opened. And the Grammy goes to... A long pause. Luther, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA. The arena erupted. For a split second, Kendrick didn't move, almost like he expected it, or maybe like he had already calculated this moment years ago. As he stood up, the applause grew louder. Artists in the crowd rose to their feet, some cheering, some stunned. Because this wasn't just another win, this was a statement. As he walked to the stage, flashes of his journey replayed in the minds of fans watching worldwide. From Compton streets, to Good Kid MAAD City, to Pimp a Butterfly, to Pulitzer Prize history, and now, another Grammy night that would redefine legacy. When he reached the mic, the noise slowly faded. He looked out into the audience, and then he spoke. Not loudly, not dramatically, but with precision. "I don't chase awards," he said calmly. "I chase truth." The room went silent. That line alone sent social media into chaos. Because Kendrick's wins weren't just about numbers, they were about impact. But the suspense wasn't over. Later that night, another envelope. Best Rap Album. Nominees included some of the biggest rap projects of the year. And there it was again. Kendrick Lamar, GNX. Whispers filled the arena. Could he really do it twice? The presenter smiled. And the Grammy goes to... Pause. Camera cuts. Tension. GNX. Kendrick Lamar. Explosion. This time, even Kendrick cracked a slight smile. Because with that win, he officially became one of the most awarded rappers in Grammy history. Not by accident, not by hype, but by consistency. What made this moment even more powerful wasn't just the trophies. It was the timing. After intense rap battles, after debates about the king of hip-hop, after critics questioned whether his dominance would continue, Kendrick answered, not with interviews, not with tweets, but with wins, the kind that can't be argued. And here's the twist. While many artists celebrate loudly, Kendrick walked off that stage the same way he walked on. Calm, focused, almost as if the real victory wasn't the gold gramophone, but the message behind the music. Because for Kendrick Lamar, the Grammy wasn't the destination, it was just confirmation. Confirmation that lyricism still matters, that storytelling still wins, that substance can still dominate an industry driven by trends. By the end of the night, headlines flooded the internet. Kendrick Lamar dominates 2026 Grammys. Historic night for hip-hop. Another era secured. But if you watched closely, the biggest flex wasn't even the awards. It was the composure, the silence, the control. Because real power doesn't shout, it proves itself. And on that Grammy stage in 2026, Kendrick Lamar didn't just win, he reminded the world why he's different. If you enjoyed this story and want more deep, suspenseful breakdowns of hip-hop's biggest moments, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Because trust me, the next chapter in rap history is already being written.